and welcome back to Western Mass Turf. And we have been trying to resolve some uh, audio and visual issues. I am the one in clear tonight, but we have two guests tonight that absolutely are. We have Mike from Busy Bees Lawn Service, and we have Tucker live from his living room floor. Daughters. Tucker is a colleague of mine. We work together at my business, but we've also worked together for quite some time, going on 7, 8 years, 6, 7, 8 years now. Welcome, gentlemen. Thanks for being on tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Tucker, a little birdie that you actually have a birthday coming up pretty soon. So I just wanted to wish you an early happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, 2 days I'll be 30 years old.
You're an old man now.
Yeah, I feel it.
That's why you're having to lay on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, doctor's orders. Doctor's orders.
Yeah.
So we were actually getting in talking about the difference between Western Massachusetts and down south. So, Mike, you are actually have been out on the road doing applications. Am I correct?
Yeah, I started Friday with first round pre-post on most of my warm season stuff.
I couldn't imagine doing that right now. I think I'm still recovering from last season, to be honest with you.
Well,
Yeah.
last season didn't you end like 3 days before Christmas?
It felt like it.
It did feel like it.
Definitely did. I think the November application schedule probably aged 7 years. So never did the same to Tucker. So happy 37th Tucker instead of happy 30th.
Thanks. I feel it. Yeah.
So like I had mentioned earlier, Tucker and I actually we worked together before I bought the company. Then now we worked in high volume lawn care. Tucker actually has quite a bit of experience doing some pretty significant work on foot, right? So when we were applicators in that, we did everything pushing and pulling pulling the hose, pushing a Lesco 80-pound spreader. So when Ryan DeMay, Mike, and myself were talking about high volume care, Tucker had a conversation. He's like, you know what? I need to talk about this too. Damn it, though. So here he is. Here he is. He get on his soapbox. I'm just kidding. He's not going to get it.
And cue the music.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's such a polarizing experience.
Yeah. So I wanted you as a technician standpoint, right? Just being an applicator. What difference, what pro and what cons do you see in compared between high volume and doing a lower application every day?
Well, it's just when you have the lower volume, you have so much more time to focus on the customer service part of it, taking care of the customer's needs, and really getting into the smaller issues of the lawn that you need to focus on. The high volume, yeah, you pump out a lot of lawns, you pump out a lot of work, you make more money, but a lot of things can be hard to keep track of and spend the time you need to focus on when you have 30 more lawns to do. And, it's just such a polarizing experience. I know all my customers by name now and know every inch of every lawn I do, but when we had 7,000 customers, no way.
Sure. And I think that I'm not. This isn't us dissing high volume here. Just want to put that out there. If into the green industry, that is an excellent first step of doing it. It'll test your endurance, and for sure, it's a great first step. I'm not digging it, not at all. In fact, I
Yeah.
I would say it taught me quite about the industry by being in high volume lawn care. With
Oh,
that said,
100%.
that you sometimes lose that personal connection with customers. Like you said, you have 30 more lawns to do that day, right? So
Mhm.
um,
Yeah, I do agree with you though, because
you try to
I wouldn't have been able to do what I could do now without the high volume part,
yeah, and it really does really test your fortitude, right? And if you can come out the other side of that and you go, man, I don't think a lot of people could have done it. And I did that. It's definitely a badge of pride for sure.
Yeah, you could say that.
37 years old and doing a live stream on your floor to urban doctor's orders.
Yeah, yeah. I can't move until tomorrow morning.
I just want to know how you're laying on the floor and how that cup just don't spill.
Yeah, well, that's why I've been paid the big bucks.
He is quite the magician. Yeah.
Well, you need to pull a magic trick
Well,
out your
we'll
hat and
be
call your truck
anticipating
back.
Yeah. Well,
I was
I'm not holding the
anticipating him.
camera.
You could definitely do a spy walk away. After you're done with this, is kind of funny to watch.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
So Mike, I don't know. You've always been. Now you have a different perspective. You've always been in the doing some pretty significant work, of course, but you've been doing pretty much working for yourself, or you worked for your uncle for some time. I don't remember what that was.
Yeah, I started with my uncle when I was 12, and then I've had 2 rounds of trying to start by myself. Ended up not making the profits that I wanted, so I'd go do a job here and there, and I'd always just pretty much say, "Fuck this place," walk out and restart. Finally, about 7 years ago, I got it up off the ground, off my feet, and well, ain't looked back since. But I still work with him and the group of guys that I work with now. We've all been working together probably 5, 6 years, if not more.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. So that's as long as you've been operating uh, your company, 5, 6 years now.
About 6 or 7, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So I'll be
Okay.
33 this year. I started.
Sorry if I seem.
Yeah, started this go round at 26, and it finally took.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the harder things, right? Is that you, if you're starting up, you're starting from nothing unless you have some kind of some kind of side hustle or a base that you can work out of. But that would be definitely a challenging hurdle to jump over when starting your own smaller business, right?
Yeah. So the great benefactor that I had was my uncle never wanted to do mowing unless it was our commercial accounts. He was getting calls left and right about mowing. He looked at me, he's like, "Why don't you just go mow them? Like, I'll take the accounts, you go mow, you take the money, and I'll just have it under my name right now until you get established." I was like, "All right, fine, let's do it."
Hmm.
And from there, it's now I have somewhere between 40 and 50 full service accounts with about 500 and I think like 530, 540 spray accounts. And then
Yeah.
not counting, I'll get calls for side jobs, grading, landscape rip out installs,
Hmm.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive. Um,
Yeah, you seen the 16 pallet side job, didn't you?
I did.
Didn't I send that to you?
Yes. Yes, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
saw
now we
that.
got another one that's 32 pallets.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do mega rolls.
Is that is that the Charmin special? Is that
Yeah, no, it's the quilted northern.
well, yeah, Fulton Northern. Sorry. Yeah. We actually had a we had a service call come in a couple years ago. This was Tucker. This was at the condos, our favorite place.
Yeah, miss the
Um,
condos.
oh yeah, gotta love that place. So they brought in a pretty large truckload of sod to do. It's an area that actually Tucker takes care of because I'm afraid of it. There's slopes. But they did a pretty significant install of sod there, and it started to bleach out. It started to bleach out after we had been there,
Yeah.
and we definitely had to put on our detective hats because there wasn't anything that we did with our fertilizer applications or weed control applications. In fact, I think now that I recall it, we skipped those sodded areas altogether. We just didn't do anything.
We did.
So I actually ended up calling the sod installer, and they had somebody pick up and install the sod without a cover to the truck on a day that was blowing about I think 20, 30 miles an hour. And so what we ended up finding out is that the sod install was actually subject to wind burn. So um, it was a very first time that I had actually experienced seeing and dealing with that. I figure it was kind of interesting to bring up.
I would have never thought of that.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of phone calls. There was uh, UMass professors involved. There was a lot of investigative work, and that was the final determination: is that the turf experienced wind burn.
Didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either. I didn't
Yeah,
either.
that's the first.
So kind of I'm having some couple of technical difficulties on my stream on my end, but I'm not gonna reboot, but I am gonna close my window for a second and see if I can get. There's some issues on YouTube with the chat. But before I go into that, Tucker, I just wanted you to talk about how you feel using a permagreen versus doing the push and pulling work of an applicator. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I definitely do not miss pushing all day, every day. That's for sure. Um, I could eat anything I wanted, which was a plus. Pushing every day. But yeah, the permagreen, you can, once you really get it, you can be even more consistent with rates. Spraying is way better and just makes your day be more efficient, and it actually gives you more time to talk to the customer and look at all the different diseases and insects that you need to be scouting for and everything. So it's a night and day for the quality of your experience as a technician to be riding on a permagreen compared to being exhausted pushing all day every day, even for your mindset, because your mind starts to go when you're 16 miles into your day and you're physically exhausted, your mind is exhausted too, and you're not doing the right thing for the lawns at that point.
You're constantly sitting there going, okay, did I hit this spot? Did I make that spot? Did I make a good swipe?
Oh, all the time. Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll stick to my Z sprays all day long.
have you ever pushed?
Yes, and I don't want to talk about it. Put it this way, I buried a Z spray up to almost the exhaust muffler.
Oh gosh.
I come across a spot that always rock solid. Somehow they had started doing like soil sampling and drilling on a property. And
Yep.
I used that to cut across to get to one. Next thing I know, done. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah. I have one lawn that is always a swamp, and I know I have to stay 30 feet away from the back edge of the property, else I'm never getting out.
Oh no, this was just a random field that I used to cut to get to their backyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
I couldn't go through their gate because their gate was like small enough for like a skinny person to turn sideways to go through.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely another permagreen issue, getting through back gates.
Yeah, so the backside I'd have to go through the field and then I could come in through the double gate there.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they were pulling soil cores or something, and I found the exact hole.
You lucky bastard.
Oh, I know, right? Thankfully, I had a buddy that was close with the skid steer, so he just rode over there, picked it up, got it out of the mud, brought it back.
Nice.
Mike and I were actually having a pretty pretty funny conversation about this a few weeks back. It wasn't on air. I think it warrants it now. I guess.
I don't know if it was or not. I don't remember.
I don't. Maybe I'm repeating myself. I don't know. But we were trading war stories and getting things stuck, machines stuck, right? And I had mentioned my friend. Oh, it was on the air. It was on the air, and Jeremy had gone sideways and into a fence. And we got the trucks.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. What I didn't bring up on the stream is about a year or two we had the trucks parked up on the property after a significant rainstorm, and so now we're for the second time now we're trying to get trucks off because they were digging trenches and into a horse pasture. So there's a the fun times about the fun experiences of doing lawn care and working with the grounds that we have
Yeah.
around here.
I think the worst one I ever had was they had a company come in for this yard that I've been maintaining for I know 3-4 years, and it was always whenever we had like massive amounts of rain, you could not mow half the property that backed up to the like back porch of the house. Well, they put in all brand new downspouts, they put in French drains, they do all this fucking work to do water diversion. And it holds up great. Well, we get this one monsoon, and I'm not thinking about it. I bring the damn stand on right across the top of the drain, and it just sinks.
Oh no!
I was like, oh, fuck.
Ugh.
Like halfway up the damn mower deck. Like the blades are embedded in mud. Go get the
Yeah.
other mower. Try to pull it out. It gets stuck.
Ugh.
Grab the other mower. I'm on that one tied to the other one, tied to the other one, trying to pull all of them out. And then I got that mower tied to my truck, and I got some neighbor over there like, hey, drive my fucking truck. I about sunk all 3 mowers.
Oh jeez. Yeah. What I mean, and how does that conversation go with the customer, right?
Well, the problem was I walked the property. There was nothing mushy at all.
Yeah.
And then just all of a sudden, just like sinkholes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know. It can happen. I was doing an application in uh, 2019, and there was a recent install, and I did a very similar thing that you is I walked the property, and I got to a section, and I think it was a section that I actually was using my push spreader because I needed to get in there. Um, wasn't a lot of space for the permagreen, and I took about 6 steps in, and about the 6th or 7th step, my foot went like right down all the way into like my knee. So I was stuck there like Indiana Jones in quicksand, um, looking for a vine to grab, you know, just doing an army crawl, out of the situation, um, and then tiptoeing my way around to retrieve my spreader. And it was like, well, this section's not getting done today. We'll just wait for that to firm up a little bit, and we'll be back. So,
You ever hit
Yeah.
one of those wet spots so bad that it like takes your boot?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
That happened to me one day, and it like hit mid shin, water inrushed in. I was like, you know what? It's 8:30 in the morning. Fuck it, I'm done for the day.
Yeah, enough's enough, right? It's like,
Yeah.
8:30 in the morning, and
It's
I'm like,
too
yeah,
early.
fuck it, I'm done. I'm going home. I'm changing, taking a shower. I'm gonna go play golf today. Fuck it.
oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go.
See, I know, Mike. I don't know if you know this, but Tucker is actually big into golf as well. He loves to follow
Yeah.
a white ball around and smack it forward.
It's a good
Well,
time.
that's the excuse to go out and
Yeah.
drink. It's drinking outdoors. It's festive.
It's the best.
I one day I won't be so anxious and stressed that I'll play more than 4 times a year. Tucker forced me out there this year.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Yeah. Yeah, well, not too stressful for you.
Oh, it was
Both
fine.
of-
I had a great time.
Both of you need to show up to the Whack Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually funny. We decided to go golfing because we were in the middle of just a drought, and Tucker and I were just looking at each other. There's like all our lawns are just pretty much on fire, and and so we were like, well, what can we do? It's like, I think it was like 91 degrees that day, or it was going to be 91 degrees that day, or something stupid hot.
Oh,
Anyway, we decided to go golfing, and I think we got to the 8th hole,
Yeah, just before the turn.
just before the turn, and I go to Tucker. I say, take a look behind you. What do you think? And the fucking Eye of Sauron is just staring down at us over
Yeah.
from Westover, and it just decide we're all on the green, and there's just this mighty Thor himself landed on a tee box next to us,
Yeah.
and the group that we're playing with decide that they want to finish out the hole. Mean and and so I'm like cleaning out the crap out of my pants after that. And I'm like, I just want to get in. Let's get in. And so Tucker and I, we do an Irish goodbye with these guys,
Yeah. Step.
and we just book it back to the clubhouse, and it just poured. It poured. Oh, I think the course got what I talked to Ryan. Ryan's the groundskeeper, the head maintenance. I think we got 2 inches in an hour, something ridiculous like that.
No, more like 2 inches in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Yeah. So that was, but we went back out. We finished. We played. Yeah. So we did it. I'm getting a message again that we're having some audio issues. So I am going to check in on that again. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to let it ride right now. I'm coming in as clear as I can, and from what I can tell, the audio is coming in as clear as we can on YouTube. My chat is actually disabled, so if you are sending a message into chat, I can't actually see it. It's not coming into me. I don't know if you guys have it or it's available to you.
I got it pulled up, but I'm not seeing anything in here that's saying anything about sound or audio issues right now.
Okay.
Yeah, me either.
May's got a question. He wants to know easiest way to lose money as a small lawn care operator in 2023.
It's a good question.
Easiest way to lose money as a lawn care operator?
Yep, in 2023.
You don't increase your prices. Actually, I just spent the last 3 days going over numbers, and for everything to work out, the cost of applications are definitely going up. So it just has to. If I kept the price the same from last year into this year, we would just be doing Tucker and I would just be doing live streams every day. And I know he's really good at video games, so maybe we can switch into that genre of things. Of he could be Raptor.
He
and
could
I'll
be an esports guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the new direction of this channel, actually. I'm gonna play Skyrim for the 100th time. Watch me.
So if, like I said, my chat's disabled, for me, what do you guys think? What do you think, Mike? What's your answer to that question?
I think you make poor decisions. You keep shitty clients that you don't need, and you're not trying to grow and get those niche markets that you want. Another one would be dialing in route densities. Um, another one biting off more than you can chew, and getting equipment on lease or on credit or something, and then you not having the ROI on that. Many different fucking variables that I think of.
Yeah, and that's a fair fair assessment of that for sure. I know Tucker wants to chime in, but he's like, yeah,
I'm not. No, I'm not.
yeah,
I just do lawns. I don't do the numbers like you guys.
Be thankful.
Well, It-
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's. I mean, it comes on being a business owner comes with its pros and cons for sure. And that's
I do
20.
see the fertilizer prices, and it's hard to miss the difference between what they are now and what they were.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what I remember. I think even when you first, you and I first met each other some years ago, a bag of fertilizer that we were using then was, I think, about $10 a bag, something
Yeah.
like that. And the recent um, um, prices that I was looking at, I think our lowest one was $26, $27 a bag for fertilizer. So just in that short amount of time, 6, 7 years, prices definitely increased quite a bit.
I can remember when you could get some decent greens grade for like a SGN 120 for like $13 a bag.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's unbelievable. So um, so for me that the answer to Ryan's question is just you're gonna have to increase prices. So
Oh, Lushy said not knowing your numbers will kill you.
not knowing your numbers will definitely kill you. You definitely need to know your numbers. Um, tracking that, keeping an eye on that. Also having some money in the well for when things go sideways too, right? So um, Tucker, it wasn't so much this year with lawn applications, but the year before we had a pretty bad grub breakthrough, right?
Oh yeah.
So between the applications of all the dialogues that we used and using the slice seeder and the seeding, we had to own that because our product had failed, and we were out there. I think we spent. I know I spent above about $5,000 on for free for repairing grub damage. So,
That was the year of the monsoon, right?
yeah, that was the year of the monsoon. All of April,
What
it
was that
rained.
last year?
Uh,
Last year, or year before?
yeah, so it was 2020. 20,
Uh,
2021.
yeah.
2021.
Yeah.
It just rained all of April here.
Oh, the year of fucking army worms down here.
Yeah, that was the same year of army worms. Yeah. hmm And so, and as all of us here know that we're using a metocloprid, and a metocloprid has the ability to get flushed out of the zone pretty easily.
Mhm.
And so uh, we were using metocloprid, and with it just raining for a month straight, not a lot was getting absorbed into the grass plant, and not a lot was staying in the soil. So um, we had a
What
little.
did your
We had
weed
a little
pressure
break.
look like too? Because your 3M is going to probably wash as well.
We actually didn't have too. We weren't too bad. I remember there were some.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. No, but we were cleaning up. We use a lot of triclopier. for
Hose
post
end
emergency.
sprayer.
Huh?
Hose end sprayer.
Hose end sprayer.
Yeah, your ortho dial spray. Dump the jug in. Go with the hose pipe.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what we. Yeah, yeah. Just close our eyes. You do the double spray.
Tucker, I'll tell you that story in a little while.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Well, and there. Thanks for tuning in tonight. For no, yeah. So it wasn't too bad on that, but the grub breakthrough was a giant pain in the ass.
Yeah, for sure.
We got another question from Demay.
Uh-oh.
Most important investment you'll make into a small LCO business in 2023.
What's the most important investment that I would make into? Oh, anybody would.
He said most important investment you'll make into a small LCO business in 2023. So I guess he's asking which one. What do you think is the most important investment you'll make this year?
So actually, for me, I'm kind of stuck. I have to make the investment. We'll see how my repairs go with this, but one of our employees' machines, two of my machines, got absolutely destroyed. They were ancient alien technology, so those are going to get replaced. They were powered by hamsters in cages, and we're going to upgrade to actually using fuel this year. And
Oh, you're not going electric?
yeah, no, this is an upgrade. So we're gonna have stuff that doesn't run on I think I Ken's and Tinkerbell fairy dust.
Runs on the power of hope.
Yes, yeah, I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies.
Yeah, but that's the best equipment there is.
It's the cheapest fuel out there. I'll tell you that.
I looked at the hour meters today. 3 of my Z sprays are knocking on almost 2,000 hours.
Yeah. So I mean, you have equipment on top of equipment on top of equipment
On top of equipment.
on top of equipment. What is the most important investment that you plan on making in 2023, Mr. Mike?
I'm in debates about actually going from me being a DBA to I'm actually going to go LLC, but I don't know if I want to go C Corp or S Corp.
Okay.
So I'm thinking from the money standpoint aside,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there, what type of business investments can I make?
Sure. Yeah. I know that for me, for my business, and it was a pretty smart move on my part. Is when I took the name of the business, I made it doing business as yada 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 beep beep beep, and has its own protections for liability and stuff like that. So being an LLC does have its pros to it.
And then deeper into that, I'm thinking personal tax percentages. That's why I'm looking at the S Corp and the C Corps.
Oh yeah, I don't. It's not terrible. It's not a bad thing to look into and think about.
And then of course I still got to break down and I got to buy new equipment.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah. So what?
I bought 3 brand new blowers right before Christmas. So
Well, yeah, and
Merry
it's
Christmas.
I needed
and
a
right.
tax write-off.
Well, I was just going to say, right? So it's before the end of the year, and you can use that as a tax write, which is a pretty smart move to do for sure. For sure. Yeah, the expenses can definitely add up. We went through, like I said, we went through equipment. One of my employees it was on its last legs. We were able to finish the season with that, but it's dead now. There's no resurrection.
Yeah. I'm surprised it made it through the year, honestly.
I am too. I am too.
We got lucky.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun. And then Tucker, you had a. I actually put a new engine in your pump system at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. 2 new hoses.
2 new hoses. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was fun. It
Yeah.
wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
And then we ended up having to unclog the filter. That was completely clogged from some
Yeah.
type of.
That was more of an emotional payment.
Yes. Yeah. That definitely took an emotional toll on all of us for that one. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, I can't read a chat. I'm probably depending on Mike at this point to be the host. If there's anything that is coming, my
Yeah,
chat.
DeMay added to, I guess, his question you just asked about the most important investment. He goes, equipment, people, technology, blow up dolls? Question mark.
Yeah, yeah. I think blow up dolls. At least it allows you into the HOV lane, right? So I mean,
Exactly.
Well, are we talking blow up dolls or are we talking, like AIs?
oh,
You got to specify there.
no, I just like you can carpool. You can go into the carpool lane and you can get to your places faster for sure. So I think that's an important part of it.
Yeah. Time is
But
money.
yeah, and you invest in your people. Thanks. Yeah, we do. I think that's one thing you definitely have to do. You have to look out for your people, and look out for how they're doing. It sounds weird, but one of the drawbacks of being a smaller company, and I think you understand this, Mike, is that you yourself is an essential, extremely essential part of the system. If you go down, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're losing out on getting applications done. Uh, you're essentially just almost part of the machine, right? So you have to look out for your people. So if your people are not um, doing well, and you're not investing in them, you are not going to get the results that you want out in your company too, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. 'Cause I sit here and, like, I'll work and work and work and work, and then mentally I'm just like, fuck this. And I'm like, okay, mental health important. I'm not working today.
Yeah.
I don't care if I got 18 jobs on the list. I'm not working today. I need a day.
Sure. Yep.
I can be
Yeah.
refreshed. I can come back out the next day and double down and do twice as much work.
Yeah. For me, I'm still learning the art of it. I usually only take a break when Tucker tells me to.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Always chasing you to take time off and take care of yourself this year.
I think I'm just gonna randomly text you, hey, it's time for you to take a day off.
Yeah, he would call me or text me. He's like, "Yeah, I just finished dinner and just seeing what you're up to." I was like, "Well, I got 5 more to do. I'll be fine. It's fine."
Yeah, I can't even count the many times I said, Brent, you gotta take care of yourself this year.
So I guess that would be the other thing to invest in is your own mental health.
Self-care.
So
Self-care.
Yeah, like that nice fancy Irish whiskey he's drinking. Self care.
Self-care.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I've switched to Coca-Cola for the evening. So.
Yeah. Well, it's my birthday week, so
Oh yeah, go for it.
I
Absolutely.
got it.
Don't be
You're
late in the morning.
You're 30
Yeah.
or 37. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. 37.
Yeah.
And lawn care years, 37.
Yeah. Right.
No,
Lawn
no,
care
lawn-
years.
In the lawn care years, you're like 68.
Yeah. Dog years have nothing on us. No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you see all the gray right here?
Uh-huh. Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lawn
yeah.
care years.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all gray. This is all gray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Believe it or
my-
not, I have the gray coming in already too.
That was November. That's November did that to you, Tucker. That was goddamn November.
Yeah.
So and just to explain that, elaborate a little bit more on that, we had all that drought and it finally decided to rain, and then once it did and lawns were bouncing back, we just like hit the road running, like we were just living like our ass was on fire, and we just on fast forward and got as much done as humanly possible, and we did it before December 1st.
Barely.
Yeah. Yeah, we were Ricky Bobby, just rolling down the NASCAR highway, saying, save me, Tom Cruise."
Yeah.
Anyway, it was we're about at 40 48 50 minutes. We'll leave it there. I just wanted to, again, it was a lot of laughs. It was a lot of fun tonight, guys. I want to thank Tucker, who's a colleague of mine. We work together. I also want to thank Mike, Busy Bees, for joining us again and having finally having some great audio and some good video. And for me being the bad guy, having bad audio, bad visual. But gentlemen, thanks again. It was fun. Enjoyed laughing with you, and have a great night.
Enjoyed it as always.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.